And then Wickman told the guy,
Lieutenant Train Zhang, Rangers. I've brought a message from Angela Death. Yep. I bet we just miss each other back home. My husband, Jason, and I left California with Colonel Death when she returned to AZ. Jason opened his gun shop at HQ, and I signed on. Then Angela picked me for the Colorado. My real name is Connie. But my husband always calls me Choo Choo Train, because my maiden name was Choo. Somehow, I'm getting used to it. Colonel Death has info for you that's too sensitive for the airwaves. She wants a face-to-face. Sent me to arrange it. Colonel Death will give you the details, but Liberty Buchanan is getting ready to make her move on her father. And the Colonel has intel that will help you stop Liberty before she pulls the trigger. She doesn't have much reason to trust you. If you want to meet her, it'll have to be on neutral ground. The House of the Hoon family. Just your squad. Nobody else. Will you come? And if that's not good enough, how about I offer myself as a hostage? What do you say? Thanks, Rangers. I'll be here until you get back.
Team November, we've got trouble. Scar collectors are attacking the perimeter at multiple points. We're coordinating the defense now, but we need all hands on deck.
Will do.
Kills me. We lost both Laloka and Rook.
Rangers, come out and play! Liberty says, thanks for dealing with her brothers. Now, deal with this. Let's party! Eat shit from on high! Laser focus!
coming.
Have you found victory yet, Rangers? Tell me. Dealt with? How? What? Not a chance. You said you dealt with Good. He's done enough damage as it is. He was my heir, if you can believe it, until I realized he was never going to grow. Exiling him was the best of two bad options. The families wanted his head. Anyway, I promised you a reward. Here it is. Now, what else? Talk then. My hands don't shake. No. I don't need some muscle-headed mercenaries giving me medical advice. I have doctors for that. Now drop it. The nation as you see it is my life's work. Only fool. Fine. You recall that one of my highest valued prisoners is missing, and I'd like to know what happened to him. You... what? Ironclad Cordite is one of the most dangerous enemies I've ever fought, and you... why? You're crazier than victory. If you don't give me a good reason why you broke into my property, killed my employees, and stole my prisoner, our deal is done. You make a good point. Win or lose, Cordite's bid for power will make a mess of her forces. Good call. You have my blessing to use him. Just keep him on a tight. But that doesn't excuse you breaking into my property and killing my employee. Get out of my sight.
Colonel Death will be along just as soon as I make sure you're all here. And you haven't brought along any unexpected guests. Can't be too careful these days, right? Glad we have an understanding. Well, looks like everyone's here who's supposed to be here, so I'll give her a ring. All clear. Come ahead.
Hey now, cowboys. Face to face at last. And just as handsome as I thought you'd be. Figured we'd meet here to remind you what being a ranger means. These folks are alive today because you chose to help them, even though it meant going against the Patriarch's orders. To my mind, that's the ranger way. Helping the helpless ahead of the powerful. Just something to keep in mind as you hear me out. Good eye, Doc. It's definitely put a hitch in my talk box. But no thank you, I got it under control. This and my fake leg are souvenirs from when my chopper got shot out of the sky over Long Beach, California. Good times. Since you've obviously got the skills to use them, here, I got a few extra med kits on me. Try not to use them all at once. Well, ain't you polite? Hope that bodes well. Now, what with you not taking Saul's sons out like I asked, I'm guessing we've got different ideas about how things in Colorado should play out. But I'm still hoping you'll come around, November. So here's the deal. As my friends and I see it, two things gotta happen to save the people of Colorado from tyranny and slaughter. First, Liberty and the gang she's gathered out east have to be eliminated. And second, Scar collectors. Well, well. Speak of the devil and her minions shall appear. Looks like Liberty overheard our rendezvous call. Guess we'll have to deal with this before we continue.
None can harm me!
This quick!
Suffer the same fate!
behind him!
I will excavate.
Mama.
You deserve this! I will take you down!
As my friends and I see it, two things gotta happen to save the people of Colorado from tyranny and slaughter. First, Liberty and the gang she's gathered out east have to be eliminated. Second, and you're gonna love this, the Patriarch's gotta go too. I love the people of Arizona. Arizona is my home. But are you willing to save lives there at the expense of lives here? Are you okay sending home foods? The Rangers have fought tyranny since the beginning, without compromise. How can we continue to do that if we take handouts from a tyrant? How can we pretend we're heroes if we do his dirty work to get it? Sorry, I had this argument with General Woodson 100 times. A sure deal was more important to him than a moral one. That's why the advance team went dark and decided to do this on our own. Of course, it turned out we couldn't do it on our own, which is why we were so happy when you showed up. And why we're here now, asking you for help. Thanks for hearing me out. Let's talk about Liberty first. I've got to hand it to her. Daddy's little girl has done the impossible. She's united the boldest and baddest warlords of the Eastern Plains, and she's getting ready to lead them into Colorado. When she does, well, that'll be the end of this place. Every man, woman, and child from here to the Rockies will be killed, enslaved, or taken as a sacrifice, and their houses and towns burned to the ground. None of us want that, right? Oh, I don't mind about that, so long as you change your mind about him after. So? Glad to hear it. So here's the plan. Part 1, help ironclad Cordite take control of Liberty's gangs. Then, Part 2, let him lead them all off to Kansas, where he can achieve his blood-soaked destiny without getting any on us.
I know you've got him on ice back at Ranger HQ. Well, it's time to dust him off and put him to good use.
Now, I'm guessing y'all have some questions. Pete and Brother Thomas came back with me from LA, and Tax from Arizona. These others are locals who have various gripes against the Patriarch. We trained them up as best we could. Pretty simple, really. The Patriarch has spies watching Liberty's compound. If you show up, those spies will think you're there on Daddy's behalf. If we show up, our plan is revealed, yeah? And that would give the Marshals a chance to button up Colorado Springs before we make our attack. They'd be waiting for us. Now that's gonna be a fight. Basically, while you're taking care of Liberty, my team will be in Colorado Springs, softening the ground. Once you finish up out there, you'll come back and help us corner the man and bring him down. Our primary concern, other than ending the bloody reign of the Buchanans, is minimizing civilian casualties. That means you've got to ride herd on your crew and watch who you ally yourself with. For instance, we don't want the gangs coming to the party. If Cordite wants to come along and get his revenge on the Patriarch, fine, but he leaves his army at home, no matter how tight a hold he thinks he's got on him. We want to be the good guys here, so we've got to do this clean. Rape and pillage is a surefire way to turn people against their liberators. Keep the peace, keep things fair. I don't see the Rangers running things. I see our job as keeping the playing field even. There's always a lot of weasels that come out of the woodwork after a big man falls, trying to grab a piece of the pie. At the same time, whenever somebody comes along who tries to take care of the people, all the people, we'll help them out. But we ain't gonna be anybody's muscle. We'll answer to the people, nobody else. No idea. Nobody's tried it before, as far as I know. But it's worth a shot, right? Can't be worse than the way things are now. All right then, what's it gonna be?
What?
Whew, there's a load off my mind. Thank you. You're gonna make all the difference.
You mustn't do this, Rangers. Please. I am sympathetic to your cause, but I am still a loyal subject of the Patriarch. If you follow this path to its conclusion, I shall have no choice but to oppose you.
Good luck sorting it out, cowboys. We'll talk again when Liberty's taken care of.
November, this is Ranger HQ. The Brainiacs in R&D just showed me some of the wild stuff they're done working on. You should come take a look when you're free. Over and out.
If there's something you need, you come to me. Well, sure. I've been watching them two chickens. Well, sure.